Lord, last 2-3 days ago, the matter was listed. Broadly, two things came out, Lord. We had offered to redeem our property, Lord, subject to your Lordship's approving that, Lord. State was also asked to seek instructions on that point, Lord. Lord, so far as our part is concerned, Lord, the only two male members are in jail, my lord. The daughter and others, my lord, were able to meet them in jail yesterday, my lord. They have come. We'll just require 2 days, my lord, to file a formal affidavit in that regard, my lord. Because it's a financial undertaking offhand, we do not want to take that undertaking, my lord, unless we discuss with the family, my lord. And my lord, it was a joint family, my lord. 2 male members, 2 brothers, both inside jail, my lord. The grandmother is there, the eldest daughter is about 18 years old, and all are younger than that. There is nobody else in the family. So they have met them yesterday in the jail, my lord.
These already updated. Like order. These like order updated.
Update.
Yes.
So, my lord, state was also to come up whether they would be willing to, my lord, take the money which they have got, my lord.
My lord, Mr. Rupa is almost, he was here in an urgent matter, he has to leave, my lord.
Good.
So when do you want it?
My lord, just 2-3 days, my lord. Tuesday maybe, my lord. Maybe Tuesday.
My lords, may I be allowed to just intervene very quickly? On the last date, my lords had directed that on behalf of the victims, 2 of them are in front of my lords. One of them is on wheelchair, who had lost an 8-year-old son, my lord. So we were asked to produce all the documents, including the property documents. And my lord, in our IA number 10508, we've also filed additional documents in form of IA number 11760, my lord, and we put all the documents on record. My lord, there are just 2 points I would like to make. As for documents, one could see that, for example, in case of Sunil Chauhan, who is one of the victims whose home was destroyed, my lord, roughly his registry was for a land of about 900 square feet, my lord. Now, if we were to go as per the market value, a minimum 9 lakh rupees, plus let's say around 5 to 6 lakh rupees land cost, and the items that were destroyed, my lord. So at a minimum, for example, in his case, his compensation should actually come to anywhere about 15 to 20 lakhs, my lord. So it has to be emphasized that this is interim compensation that we're talking about and not full and final settlement. And the other thing, my lord, which needs to be emphasized today is that my lords may please note that the stay on the NGT proceedings was actually given only for 1 date. Now we've had several dates, my lord. And the NGT in its interim order specifically says, my lord, paragraph 10, subpoint 10, and if my lords may just allow me to read 2 lines from it. My lord, the NGT very clearly said that while the state has the option to, recover the money from the accused, but this money, because we're talking about immediate compensation, should be given in 1 month's time, and nothing stops the state from paying from its own pocket. Now, my lord, the event happened on 6th of February. The NGT took so moto cognizance. Here we are 6 months down the line, and we still have no idea about the immediate compensation. While people are delivering babies who are victims, people are having to undergo operations. So, my lords, now that my lords are seized and are, taking such a proactive step in listening to this matter day after day, my lords may kindly direct the state that what happens to the accused property may be seen in due course of time. But nothing prevents the state as far as immediate compensation is concerned. The state seems to have taken a stand, both before the NGT and before my lords, that they will only recover the money from the accused. Even after my lords, there is no guarantee that the accused may not approach the Supreme Court under Section 22. And anyways, there is only 1 round of auction that has happened for the accused property. So as far as the compensation is concerned for the victims, and from the victims, my lord, our only concern is we are not even at full and final compensation. We are at interim compensation, which as per the letter and spirit of the NGT order should have been given in 1 month's time. So the state may also be directed, my lords, to kindly put that money, and once the money comes from the accused, the state can sort of compensate for it.
My lord, may I say 2 things, my lord? One, my lords are not, I hope, my lord, considering individual cases, my lord, which my friend online is trying to say. Even if that be so, my lord, page 25 of what she has filed, the person is in wheelchair since birth, my lord. He had a spinal surgery in 2014. No, so I am not taking your lordships into that, my lord.
We had very candidly mentioned that day that this case-to-case basis is something which the NGT should.
That's why I'm saying, my lord, so my lord should not be troubled with, my lord,
My lords, no, my lords.
producing people
not
like
possible for me.
this. I
My
need
lords,
to
it's-
show that
one second.
their
My
own
lords-
medical report, he is on wheelchair since ages, my lord. What
My
is
lords,
being
give me-
portrayed here is, my lord, that is misplaced sympathy trying to gain, my lord. This is all tactics, my lord.
One second. My lords, we have
That's
already.
it.
My
That's
lords,
it. I just wanted to point out, my lord, they have their own medical report showing that spinal surgery was
My
10
lords,
years ago.
can you allow me to reply to this? My lords, we have already placed on record that he's in.
Second thing, my lord.
Ms. Bansal,
And second thing, my lord.
Ms. Bansal, we are also conscious of the fact that suddenly one day these people start coming to court.
My lords, may kindly allow me to reply to that.
What is this show? What is this show being created in court today?
My lords, may kindly allow me to reply to that.
Has this gentleman ever produced in the hearing, any of the hearings before us?
My lords, may kindly allow me to reply to that. It's a genuine question. My
And
lords, my lords, may at least allow me an opportunity to reply to this. My lord, some of the documents, some of the property documents, my lord, some of the property documents could not be.
Ms. Bansal, sorry. You've had your say. We don't like this show of this kind. Don't mute her. We don't appreciate this. That
No,
suddenly you are brought in court in wheelchairs for what purpose? What are you trying to show in court?
My lords, may kindly allow me to reply to that. Why are they here in court today? My lords, you had directed us on the last date to produce all the documents. Now, first of all, it is not possible for us to. My lords, may at least give me 1 minute to allow why they are in the court today. My lords, there are some of the property documents which could not be brought on time and we couldn't produce it on time. So, for example, one property document of Devi Singh Rajput is missing. The reason they are here in court today is because they're also carrying, my lords, a physical copy of all the documents, two of them which couldn't be brought on record. So, in case my lords had directed me last time that all the property documents should be here, they're here with them in the physical copy. Second thing, my lord.
Documents. We have not asked for property. We very clearly said that day we are not going to examine case-to-case basis.
That is
That's
true, my
not-
lord.
2-6.
But it is not possible for us to anyways impede 250 people. We are before the NGT with 10 people. We can't get the documents of each of them every time. So we are making a collective representation to the extent, my lord, that interim compensation be given on time. And that these are genuine victims, even as per the.
One more second prayer, my lord, although I should not be, having an objection, my lord. My lord,
My lord, may I take a-
my lord,
My lord, last time it was said that we are not even genuine
my lord,
victims.
one small aspect, if your lordship
Replied and
permits, my
submitted a
lord.
document.
My lord, this is the pressure they created in NGT
No,
also.
it doesn't create any pressure.
There, my lord.
On us, it doesn't create.
I know, but there, my lord. This is
pressure.
and kindly
is getting dispelled because of.
kindly appreciate one thing, my lord, which I said upfront, my lord, that I do not wish to raise that. My lords have not directed the authorities to be present, my lord. It's a high court. You just can't log in and sit in the. Please see, my lord. Who has asked the officer to be here?
That's all right.
My lord, that may not be all right, my lord. Unless my lords direct, my lord, this is a personal presence. Why should the officer, my lord, be here unless directed?
My lord, I have a strong objection to that, my lord.
Unless you have said, I will.
The officer.
If
My lord, the
Mr.
additional
Mr.
district magistrate.
Nagar, the officer instructing the council can always be.
always be, my lord, but your lordship has been. My lord, I am not on that. I am here. I am saying, my lord, it never happens, my lord.
That's all right.
That's what I wanted to point out.
Mr. Nagar, what we see behind you is something which has not happened till now.
My lord.
And I don't think we directed that either
I leave it.
or record should be produced.
I leave it to you.
My lords, last time it was raised by the petitioner's learned advocate. My lords, last time it was said that the interveners are not genuine. And it was important for us to bring all our documents to show that we are actually blast victims. It was said by last time. Anybody is filed an application, my lord. It was to that extent that we need to use the documents and show we are genuine interpreters. And it is only in that extent that they are present here in the court, my lord.
Ms. Bansal, apparently you are not alive to what is actually transpired in court. You are not realizing which way the matter is heading. Nobody is doubting anybody. Nobody is doubting the accident. The doubt was that there are people who have not suffered are coming and claiming when the genuine victims are going to be sidelined. So we're not saying that nobody got injured. You don't have
Very
to
well, my
300 people
Very
in court show that they've
Very
sustained.
well, my lord, very well. But I am only talking about the interveners, that the interveners in this case are genuine. And they're here with all the documents, even those that we couldn't upload, my lord. It was only to that extent that our IA application may be taken on record, which was something urged by me even on the last date, my lords.
Yeah, well, you know,
And,
तो बन भी रहा है भूल रहा है
मतलब ऐसे कैसे लिस्ट से नहीं होता, कैसे मेंटेन करते हो?
my lord, I apologize, my lord. The last date of hearing, there was no such specific query was raised as against the state law. Nevertheless, we have made.
No, we've not. We are not on the officer joining. He is free to join.
Oh.
There were no issues on
Otherwise,
the
also, I'm
officer.
ready with all. I was there on the last date of hearing.
No,
I'm
no.
ready with any queries of my lords, my
No,
lord.
no, that officers can, of course, they're assisting
But-
you. They'll be here.
That's all right.
It is on our instruction that
We
day.
are not on the officers that Mr. Srivastava raised, Nagaraj raised it. We are not paying heed to that. Officers are free to join. They obviously will want to
Madam.
watch what is happening.
My lord.
But bringing parties to court to
That
show
is-
that,
they are misdirecting the case, my lord.
that is they're trying to do. That we're not taking kindly. But we want to see what is the direction issued in the last state. Upload भी नहीं हुआ, order ही गायब है. Let me simply say, the counsel for the petitioner prays for some more time to take instructions. That request list on. आपको क्या है, बहुत सारे केस लगा रहे हैं, बहुत ज्यादा लगा रहे हैं, ज्यादा बन रहा है.
ये भी कमेंट्स हैं
मैंने सुरेंद्र सिंह ने वो माइकस वाली 9th out, 7th out. I have done 7th out.
My lords, at least our IA may still be taken on record now, my lords. Now that we have produced all the documents that these are genuine victims and we are parties before NGT, at least our IA may be taken on record, my lords. IA number 10508.
What do these documents show?
My lord, that these are genuine victims, and while Mr. Sanjay Singh, who's in front of you, has been on wheelchair, he has a
Ms. Bansal, did we ask for documents to examine whether these victims are genuine or not? We did not. We've not even got a list of who's there.
My lords, as far as the interveners are concerned, we are only on the interveners. A question was raised last time, are these genuine interveners or not? It is to that extent, my lord, but very humbly I am submitting that we are also parties before the NGT. Allow us to be parties here on record, my lord. That's all I'm requesting, my lord.
Ms.
I'm not
Bansal,
requesting, my lord, to take individual cases at all.
Ms. Bansal, court proceedings can't be one-way communication. That's a major problem. This is becoming a one-way communication, only dialogue from your side. You're not even hearing what we are saying. There was no question raised before us that interveners are not genuine parties. Only issue was they said they have put 300 as grievous injured. There are not 300. They've looked at the record. They could only find 8 or 10. And we were of the view that this should be looked at by the NGT, not by us.
Very
There was
well,
no
ma'am.
filing all these documents. There's no doubt people have got injured. There's no doubt on that. So you don't have to bring them to court to show that they've actually got injured.
No, very well, my lord. But the few that we could file an intervention application on behalf of, I can't get 250 to file an IA. So it was only to the extent that our IA may be taken record and victim side should also be officially represented. That's all, my lord.
So we'll permit intervention of every victim, every house owner, every displaced person. There'll be 1,000 people here and we know what happens when 1,000 people get included in a petition. Nothing
No.
progress.
3 on record. There are only 3 people. There are only
If
3 on
there'll be several more. That's not the exercise we are looking into. Anyway, we'll consider on the next date. Please get your instruction.
Milord, state could also be, Milord, state was asked to seek whether they would be, Milord, on our offer, Milord. There has to, it cannot be one-sided, Milord.
With your lordship's permission, Lord, the ADM is there online, ADM Marda.
Mr. Nagaraj made an objection and he
Milord, my objection was not that. My objection was,
officers are connected when there were no direction.
my objection was not that. My objection was, Milord, when something unusual happens, Milord, we have been in this court for ages, Milord. Nobody wants to come to the court, Milord. No officer would like to do it. unless asked.
Switched off his video now. He's not coming back online now. So we'll have it on 7th of August. 8th of August.
Not our submission was not, we've also not moved any application whatsoever.
I'm sorry,
What
I'm
he's
sorry for
saying
the
is-
last time. Affidavit
Before you came, what he said was the male members are in custody.
Right.
Female members went and met them yesterday. They need some more time, so he wanted time. So we're keeping it on Wednesday for that.
Very true.
In the meantime, you also take instructions.
Yes, yes, we-
And tell your officer not to be afraid.
Yes.
Welcome. Sure.
very true.
And with Bansal, even without him pleading, we are hearing you. You see, formal
Thank you, my lord. Very grateful. I'm very grateful, my lord.
Bansal, problem is formal impleadment means all those 300, 400 will come forward. Somebody whose claim is rejected will come forward. We don't want this to be relegated into a mass petition. This raises several serious concerns. We want to address only that. But insofar
Very
as
well,
you
my
are concerned, insofar as you are concerned, since you are a counsel appearing in the matter, even without a formal intervention, we will hear you. So you be rest assured.
Very well, my lord. Very grateful.
Obliged.